Hello and welcome. I am Geran Reaver and I am joined today by Charlie.
Hello.
And we are playing Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings. This is a relatively new miniature system, and we're playing this on Tabletop Sim. There is a mod which will be linked in the description. You should go check it out. It's really good. Encourage the guy to update it because I would love to see some updates to this. It's fantastic. We have got a couple of armies. I am playing the 100 Kingdoms. Charlie is playing the Dweghom, 1,500 points. Mine are basically humans in armour. Charlie's are fire dwarves, essentially. We are having to use some proxy models because they haven't released all of the models for all of the things that are in the rules, so we're using stuff in the rules that isn't actually released. This will be available in two different forms. First of all, this is the long single video, in which the entire thing is one extended video for your convenience. If you would prefer to see it as a series of episodes, that is available, linked in the description. This is a 1,500 point match. We've already set out the objectives. We are playing the Maelstrom scenario, which means there are 3 objectives. The middle one's supposed to be 3 inches, but because we have the statue in the middle, 3 inches didn't clear the statue, so instead we went for a 6 in the middle. We will now determine what gets deployed first because Conquest has an interesting system of deployment. This mod also comes with a convenient rulebook. It's a little bit outdated now because they've released a newer version of the rules for free online. You should go check it out, link in the description. But for now we'll be using this one. Light regiments are deployed on a 3+ in the first turn. So I have 2 light regiments.
I have 1. It is not coming on, so I will not start with any infantry for the first turn.
Well, I've got, I think it's, let me just check this, my longbowman and my mercenary crossbowman. So, longbowman, remind me, was it 3+?
Yep.
Okay, longbowmen are coming on. Crossbows are also coming on.
Crap.
So I'm going to get an early lead in units.
You are, which means you get an early lead on the objectives.
Oh yes, speaking of which, we have secondary objectives. To allow it to work better in an online setting, I have assigned each one number. We rolled already, and the objectives we have are on screen now. I don't know Charlie's, he doesn't know mine. For the Maelstrom scenario, the victory points are as follows. 1 point for securing the centre 6-inch diameter zone marker, 2 victory points for each of the side ones, and 1 victory point for each secondary objective. The way this works is, at the beginning of each turn, once you know which units are on your thing, you then create your command deck, which normally means choosing the order you'll draw your cards. As Charlie has no units, there is no reason for me to hide them, so I'm going to be doing my longbowman first. So, I draw the first one. It's, shocker, longbowman. And they'll be going there. So they start on the board, and then they can move their full movement, which is 4 inches.
And then they can move again.
So I move them, they're 4 inches. I will also, move them again, so I'm just going to move them forward the full 8 inches. Mm-hmm. And then Charlie's... Oh, wait, he has none, so me again. Mercenary crossbow. These guys are going to go here. So... mercenary crossbowmen move 5, so they're a bit faster, so I can move them the full 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it for the first turn.
That is it for the first turn. Now we go back to re-rolling for reinforcements.
That was a really quick first turn. So normally you do the reinforcements, then you do the command phase, which is when you activate your command cards, they're called. Then the supremacy. Oh no, command is when you create the deck, sorry. Also, apologies if we get any rules wrong. We're relatively new to this. I've only ever played 1 game in real life because of the lockdown that happened shortly after I got into playing this. Mm-hmm. Supremacy is when you have abilities. Action phase is when you activate your cards and move your units. And then it goes back around to the victory phase where you get any points, but there are no points to get.
No, not yet. I'm going to roll for my Fire Forged first. They're a medium, so 5 up.
Yep.
failed, and now I'm going to roll for my Hellbringer Drake. Hopefully this comes on again. Medium 5
This
plus.
monster
No.
there.
So
Ooh.
just my Balliste, which means you know what I'm using for my only card.
Oh yes, I do. So yes, this one is mediums on a 5. So I have my Men-at-Arms on a 5. Nope. My Household Guard, which is my biggest unit.
Oh,
Yes. Little bit of noting here. I have 2 units which are both using the Household Knights card and model, but
okay, that's the
the
Crimson
Order of
Tower.
the Crimson Tower and the Household
Right.
Knights. So they're using different versions of the model, I think they are.
Yeah, it's 3 out of 3 and 2 out of 3, isn't it? So
Oh yeah, good.
I can see the difference. It's fine.
Good. And yeah, I've gone through and I've named them all individually, so you can see they all have the correct stats on the hover over, so we don't need to refer to the sheet as much as possible.
Oh, have you done that for mine as well?
I have,
Ah, excellent.
including all of the different states, because the advantage of this, you see, is, say, my Household Guard, which are using the Force-grown drone model, if I reduce it to like 2, it still says Household Guard with all of the correct things, whereas normally you change the state and it's named a different thing. But went through and sorted all of that out earlier. Did I roll my knights?
You did. The Household Knights are not...
No, the Household Guard are coming on. The Household Knights I haven't rolled for.
Wait, you rolled one before. Was that the Knights?
I rolled the Men-at-Arms and failed, and then the Guard and succeeded, and then the Knights and succeeded.
You only did 2. That's fine. So I'm a bit screwed right now with
So,
1 unit coming on.
I've got now 5 cards. Oh, yes, sorry. We forgot to do about order, didn't we? But it didn't matter last time because I was the only one with anything.
Yes, we'll do it this time.
We will. All right, so we create our command deck again.
I'm not looking.
Oh yeah, you don't have
run away.
You don't have anything to place.
I don't have anything to place. I've just got 1 card. I wonder what unit Charlie's using this turn.
All right, I've made my deck. I have 5 cards in my command deck. Charlie only has the 1, which means when we roll off to determine who gets the first action in the turn, he gets to add or subtract 1 to his roll.
I do.
To show that his is easier to coordinate because he only has the 1 puny little card.
I've just realised that one of my objectives relies on securing the objective on the enemy's side of the field, which there is none.
Oh, damn.
Should I treat it as any objective, or...
No, you better re-roll that.
I will re-roll it. Yeah, that sounds fine. Yep, that works fine.
Okay, here's his old one. Here's his new objective. Sorry about that. Moving on. Okay.
Sorry, rolling for initiative / priority.
Yes, whatever you want to call it. The die is apparently not on the bloody pad properly. Okay.
5.
4,
I am
so
going to subtract 1.
which means it's a draw, and we re-roll.
Yes. And I got 4 this time. You got
And I
6.
got
You go
6.
first. Shock horror.
Well, oh damn. No, I get to choose whether I go first. I want you to go first, Charlie.
Oh, wait, no, you get to choose?
I do.
Oh, I didn't even realise. I could have just won and made you go first.
The player with the highest score... Oh, no. Yeah, the player with the highest score is the first player.
Yes, so you go first.
My mistake.
I thought so. That's okay.
Yeah, we're relatively new to this. You know, we're mostly sort of self-taught players. So first up are my longbowmen.
Bring it forward, brother.
Yeah, I was sort of counting on you going first. Okay, damn. How far am I from? All right. Well, I'm going to go forward 4 inches. I don't believe light can capture objectives.
No. I think
So-
only mediums and heavies can.
Mediums and heavies can, yeah. Also, I think it works differently to how we thought it did, because we've played a few games of this before, and I think the way it works is like you have the total number of like possible units in the thing, and then they cancel each other out. So like if you had 2 and I had 3, I'd claim the objective.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
not
just heading
entirely
to
sure.
objectives in the rulebook.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
Well, that's all my longbowmen are going to do, so now it is over to Charlie's card.
Yes. I wonder what I'm playing with.
Oh, it is the whole Ballistae.
Yes, what a shock horror.
Oh, and he's deploying them on the hill.
I think
Who
that's
could
where they're
have
gonna
seen
go.
this coming?
Just going to think about it a bit before I do it. Yeah, that will have to do. Okay, what's my movement for these boys? They're pretty slow, I think.
Says on the thing,
5.
they are 5.
That's definitely stable.
Dignified.
Can I even reach you with my shots? No, so I'll have to go another 5 and stay there. That will have to do.
Yeah, I planned this poorly. I should have had something that wasn't a shooter going first, so that you would have to move your thing ahead, and you would probably have been in range of one of the other of my two. That was a misplay.
The longbowmen are very good, though, so...
I'm looking forward to using them, because Charlie's always used them to good effect. Alright, my next card is the crossbows. So 1, 2, and then 3 forwards.
Yeah.
And then 2 forwards, 1, and another 2 forward. Oh yes, the terrain. This is hindering and obscuring, and as you can see there, I've written on what that means. If you don't understand what all of the terms mean, don't worry, we barely do. And this is elevator, which means you can shoot over, which is why Charlie wanted this side, so that he could get his... Actually, you don't have many ranged units, do you?
3 of my units have ranged attacks.
Your Drake does, and your Tempered Sorcerer does.
And 4 of them. The Fireforged also have.
Oh, the Fireforged do.
16.
Oh yeah, yes. They do. 16 inch.
Well, I'm hoping that some more units come on, so that I can
Oof.
actually deploy things well.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit threatening to begin with. So now Charlie's run out of cards, so I guess I just keep doing mine. Me Household Knights. So they're going to come on here. So they move 8. Oh, no, select more, Geran. I'm just going to charge to... Not charge, but move to... There, that's 13. 15... 16. I guess I'll take my next one. Would you look at that? It's the Household Guard. Including my noble lord Caster von Braun. And worth noting is that in this one I have an arms master. This is the first time I'm using a command unit, and luckily there is actually a slightly different coloured one I can use for this, which is cool.
There is one, yes, I see him.
And what that means is that as long as the noble lord and the arms master are both alive in this regiment, they get +1 clash, which is the sort of the rolling to hit, essentially. 1. Oh no, they've got to move on straight, haven't they? So 3 inches to there. 1, 2, so 5. And then march again. 2, 1. No, another inch forward. So they've gone 3, 4, 5, 4, and then another inch forward. It's really convenient that 15 degrees is exactly an inch. There we go. So I'm creating a bit of a roadblock if my knights don't bloody move. And then my last one is my noble lord. If I had any abilities that I wanted Caster to do, which I do not, he would do them then.
Yes.
So, we've not been moving the turn.
So, one out, that's fine.
End of turn 2.
Now, you don't have any objective points right now, because only lights are securing those.
Yes, although I'm not actually securing, because I think I need... Oh no, I've got...
50% of a base needs to be in it. So, I mean, you're scraping if you were. I
don't think I'd count that as in, but yeah, no. It's moot either way, because it's a light unit, and light units cannot capture. So, on to turn 3.
Yes. Let's do my medium units first. They arrive on 3s this time. I'll start with the Hellbringer Drake.
Okay.
And he is arriving.
Oh, here comes the big one.
My Fireforged next. And everything else is heavy. The Fireforged are also coming on.
You said you were medium heavy. You're very heavy.
I'm heavy. Yeah, 2 medium units and 3 heavy units. Now I roll for all of my heavy units. They need 3s. Starting on the Stoneforged, because they're at the top of the list. Sorry, they need 5s, even not 3s. These not coming on. The Dragon Slayers, needing again a 5. They are not. And Hold Thanes, needing a 5, are not. So just my mediums this time.
Do I have any more mediums? Men-at-Arms is a medium on a 3. Yep. Heavies. Order of the Crimson Tower. They are not. And my Steel Legion. They are not. Okay. Create our command decks.
When I bring in units, mediums can come on from lights, can't they? Along the command line thing that we...
I think so. Let me just double check that. Mediums can come in behind a heavy, medium, or light.
So yeah, they can come in behind a light.
Yeah.
Only heavies can come in behind mediums, isn't it? Heavies
Yes.
can't come in behind lights. Yeah. Going again with the priority roll then, if you're ready.
Oh, yes, of course. So I have 6 cards. You have 3.
I have to add 1 or subtract 1, and I've rolled
none of your characters are in.
No, they are not.
Okay. So, even if you subtract 1, you're still going first.
Yes. So, my first card is the Ballistae.
Okay.
So I have a choice here. I can move forward and not gain anything from moving forward, really.
I think you should do that, but personally...
Or I can...
Oh yes, have you got it set to 2D?
Fire.
Yeah, it looks like you have.
Yes, it's 2D.
Okay. Because the difference is like...
Yeah, it is strange how it works. 3D.
Yeah, it does weird height things when it's 3D. But 2D...
Just go straight to full.
Straight along.
I'm going to prepare the volley instead, and then I'm just going to fire a volley into your longbowman.
Ooh, okay.
Now, because of the range, I'll only get 6 shots, 2 for each base rather than 4 for each base, but I will be hitting on volley 3.
And that's because over half range, it counts as obscured, which halves the number of shots you get per stand.
So, let's roll them.
What do you need? What's your...
3. So I hit 4 shots. They are armor-piercing 1, which means you do not get a save for your longbowman.
Okay. The reason it counts as 3 is it uses the V on this, the volley, and because he prepared his volley, he gets a +1. Essentially a +1 to the roll, or +1 to the volley, it doesn't really matter. He needs to roll equal to or under the volley score in order to make a hit. So, you got...
4 hits.
4 hits.
Mm-hmm.
I would normally get a defense roll of 1, which means I can roll a 1 to save the wound, but because they have armor piercing 1, I do not get any rolls, and 4 of my guys are immediately dead.
Whoop, whoop.
And the dead pile begins. So, I don't take a morale check from volley wounds.
No, only clash wounds. Or impact hits.
Impact hits as well?
Yes, it does. I think I'm fairly certain they do.
We'll double check that at the time. Alright. Over to me then, I think.
It is, yes.
It's my longbowmen. Shocker. So they're firing back. They've got a range of 30, which means you are within but not within half.
Yes.
I'll prepare first, bringing my volley up to 3. And I have 2 bases, so they have 4 shots total.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the number of models on the base, but halved because of obscured. So I get 1 hit.
1 hit. I have a defense of 3. Do you have any
Bloody hell.
piercing? Well,
No,
I only
I've got...
have defense of 2, but I have a shield, which means from my frontal attacks, for any frontal attacks, I get another +1.
Yeah, I've got cleave. Longbowmen get cleave, which is
A strange one to have.
they reduce defense by 1 in close combat, but not in ranged. Their
Sure.
advantage is that they have a higher range and can arc over things rather than have to go get the obscure penalty.
Yeah. I am fine. I do not take any damage. Gamey! So my go, yeah?
Yep.
Next is my Hellbringer.
Oh, God.
Now, because of the way this works, can I bring them in line at the front of the unit? Or is it in line with the middle or back?
It is in line with the front, I believe. At least that's how I've always done it.
Which means I'm literally marking this visually on my screen with my finger. I can come in about there.
So can you see that line?
I think that comes a little bit from the front.
So that's from because the one on the far end is slightly further forward than. Oh wow! Apparently, I'm a terrible judge of. Like so.
I think I'm going to go with there though. I think that's going to be good because that's fine. That's going to do you well.
The way this works, you see, is Conquest has a thing where reinforcements normally come on from the back line, but you can also bring them on from the side up to the point you've captured. Because he's got a unit that far forward, anything equal to or behind that is his terrain, unless I get a unit beyond him. So I've captured all of this, he's captured that. Mm-hmm. It's not capturing, it's securing, but whatever. So now he's bringing his thing on. He has to... Sorry, I'm just narrating this.
It's okay, right. I have 8-inch movement.
Yeah, he has to do a march on to begin with. Sorry, go on.
I do, yes. Overcharge. Well, every time I make an action, like a normal action, I can overcharge, take a special action to overcharge at the end of it, which means I get an overcharge token. I can spend an overcharge token to get 2 extra hits and boop my AP up by 1 for each token I use. So say I move twice, I would get 2 tokens. The next turn I could just fire and use both those tokens.
Oh,
However,
wow.
because I don't have any AP at all, I'm capped to AP 1 with my hits, which means I only get 2 extra shots and then AP 1 maximum. So if I was to charge up those overcharges, it means he bellies up and gets a big chest and then breathes loads of fire or whatever of all of them.
Because he's a Drake, not a beetle person. That's just the only monster model currently in the mod.
Yeah, and I think currently in the game as well. Do they have models for the other ones?
The Jotnar for the Nords has a model.
Does it? Oh, okay. What's the range? Oh, I could just do one of those volley raise things, couldn't I?
You need to complete your march.
On my march on, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a good idea. So I can go up to 8. I'm going to go turn that way first. Okay, how many was that? 1, 2, 3, then 5 this way. And I'll get the overcharge token, wherever that is.
Oh god, my household guard can see it.
Oh no. I can't find any overcharge tokens.
It's probably too new a rule.
Yeah. Let's just use one of these, because these look cool.
There's a Fury.
I think that's dragony, so it kind of works.
Sure.
I mean, it's Conquest, but it's dragony. It kind of works.
Whatever makes... that's the Conquest logo, actually.
It is, yes. It's Barrage 10, Volley 2, so that means
Barrage 10?
Yes. That means he just gets 10 shots. So that's fine. He hits on 2s, not really an issue for you. I'm going to use that token, so I get 2 more shots, and it will be AP 1, because currently it's AP nothing.
So you get overcharged tokens every time you do anything?
It says per action you can choose to take an extra action at the end of it.
Yeah, it does say each of its actions.
Yeah, for each of its actions. If it does so, place an overcharge marker behind the regiment. When the regiment makes a volley action, you move it to start any number of overcharge markers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use it.
Makes sense.
Seems to work. Defense 1, so if I use it, it will just melt people, won't it? That's the plan.
They've only got a thing of 1. Oh, I got so lucky there.
Yes, you did. So you lose 2 men.
2 instant hits. Are you beyond your half range, by the way?
Yes, I am. My range is 20.
So I think that halves your shots still, because it's a volley.
I don't know. But the thing is, it's one model, and it just barrels 10, so...
I will have a look-see.
It depends on what the exact wording is.
That's a really weird way for this rule to work. Yeah, you're right. It's the way it's phrased in the book I've got here is each stand makes an obscured shot, fires a number of shots equal to the X in the barrage, which is 10, multiplied by half the number of models in the stand.
Ah, okay. So
rounded
if you
up.
have 4 and the barrage is 1, then obviously it goes 4 to 2. So the base doesn't have a volley of 4; it has a volley of 1 per man, and there's 4 guys. I think it just means that one guy falls short with his shot, but because it's the one being.
But it's the way it's like multiplied by half the number of models on the stand rounded up. Well, there's one model on the stand because there's a monster.
Yeah, so it's just
rounded up is essentially obscured means nothing to a character or monster.
Yeah.
I think that shouldn't be the way it is. I think it should halve the number of total shots personally, but we'll go with what it says in the rules.
Yeah, well, we kind of have to.
I think it's stuff like the spellcaster barrage, like your character. Your character will make the same number of shots whether he's obscured or not.
He will, yeah.
And I personally don't think that should be the case, because the idea is obscured is like you're so far away, half of them just fail because of the range.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that is not an issue for monsters or characters. That's just my personal interpretation, but yeah, the rules say you get all the shots. So,
rules are rules.
I did get lucky on this one, and it's only 2 hits.
Yes,
so,
2 guys melt, but you don't have to take resolve. This guy is terrifying, so...
terrifying, I think, affects combat reforms.
It's combat reforms, resolve, and...
I think it's only when in contact.
When in contact, though, yes. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
This far away, you're not that scary.
No, just a giant dragon running at you. Not truly.
It looks a bit like a beetle. I think I'd be more scared of a giant beetle than a dragon.
Do you?
I do, but I don't like bugs. Alright, so I took 2 wounds, and on to my next one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is awkward. Oh, I thought it was my crossbowmen. It is apparently my knights.
Yeah.
Alright, so remind me charging, that's roll a d6 and then add that to the movement, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can charge 8. You need to
okay.
get more than 3 on a roll.
Well, first of all, I'm going to move forward my full 8 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if I roll, that's 2 point, I need to roll a 3 or higher.
A 3, yeah.
To get a successful charge with my knights onto your ballistae.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently charging uphill makes no difference.
Yes.
So 3 or higher. Come on. Yeah!
Ah! Well, I might as well just remove them, because
so they charge,
impact hits in this game are brutal.
And then they automatically turn to flush, and they fall down the hill.
And they impact hit.
Impact hits. Is that done now?
I think it's half the number of hits per model as soon as you contact and charge.
But
you can't flash this turn because you already moved.
Brutal impact.
You do, which means you do the full number, I believe.
No, it means your defense is reduced by the number of the impact, which is brutal impact 2 in this case. So I have minus 2 defense.
I think I'm going to be taking off 6 hits. The number of impact hits inflicted is equal to half the stand's total attack. So you have 4 attacks, I believe, which means you do 2 attacks per model.
Yep. So 6 total impact hits are inflicted.
I need 1s, I get none,
Ooh.
And my guys die.
Instantly lose half of your unit.
Yes. And they do not get broken.
Did you just throw him into the woods?
Throw him in the shrub. Yeah, hang on, let me get him out.
There he is. Into the dead pile.
Cool.
And now you need to roll morale.
I do, which means the other 6 are about to run away because they were terrible.
Morale is brutal in this.
Resolve is 2, and actually only 2 of them ran away, so I just lose a second base. And now they break.
And now, yep, instantly broken. And I complete
cavalry.
my first secondary objective for
Of course
glory.
you do. You've got that objective that I just couldn't get last time because you took every single first turn.
So it's completed instantly if one of your regiments completes a successful charge, and it was the first successful charge of the turn. Your next card?
I have my Fire Forge. Now, what do these guys even have as rules? Let me just double check again. I've got a volley 2, clash 2, defense of 4. That's pretty good. Barrage.
Yeah, some of your defenses. Which one was it? The Stone Forged?
Yeah, the Stone Forge. You don't know what spell I have either, do you?
I saw it as memories or something of stone, roots of stone,
Yeah,
one or the other.
I can cast it on a unit and it gets +2 defense, which means I can give these guys 7 defense if I want to. However, I doubt I'll use it on them because there's much more units that need the bonus, the buffs. That one just doesn't.
Like just to make it clear how absurd a defense of 5 is. Like my Steel Legion, who are guys encased like full medieval knight, full thick steel armor. They have a defense of 3, and yet you've got these guys rocking in with a 5, and these guys rocking in with a 4. They're basically encased in stone and apparently firestone.
But that's why they move so small distance.
Do they move slowly?
That's the logic.
5.
I mean, my Dragon Slayers.
The Fireforge move the same speed as my things. So everything moves the same speed.
They are ridiculously expensive, to be fair.
Yeah.
The Stone Forged are 280 points for 3.
Ooh.
So, yeah. That's why I don't have any men.
Yeah.
In comparison, the whole Ballista you just annihilated, those guys are worth 100 points between the two bases.
Yeah, that is fair, that Dweghom followed the Dwarven tradition of being very expensive.
They do. I am going to bring these boys in.
Ooh, okay.
Right here. And I only have volley of 2, but I could charge and stop you from getting charged when you rip through the rest of my Ballista next turn.
You probably need to change your ranks a little. I don't think you'll fit 3 in alongside.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about other things right now.
It's not threatening at all.
Like, what actually is going to be the best option for me to choose, seeing as I'm walking onto a field right next to a cavalry unit that could obliterate the whole unit in one charge?
No, these aren't the Order of the Crimson Tower. They're the beasts.
They're the really deadly ones.
They're the ones with the unstoppable charge.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to bring these guys in just here.
As in, literally, I think that's a rule. Yeah, unstoppable charge, brutal impact.
So they can come in on this side, and I'm literally just going to walk in and rotate a bit. That'd be 6, so that would be 5. And I don't want to move, so I guess I'll have to do 4 and move forward a little bit to get myself actually on the board. Stay. That'll do.
You're going to charge with your second action?
Nope, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face.
Okay. Do they have range?
I'm imagining these guys
do.
like, yeah, they do.
Armor
16
piercing
inches,
2.
armor piercing 2.
Oof.
So I'm hoping this is really going to hurt you back for your armor piercing 2 charge.
Yeah.
So I have a total of 12 models. I have 12 shots, that means.
One's back, so I think that only contributes... I think it's either 1 shot or half shots.
Oh, if they're behind the volley line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure it's like a support shot. Let me just look that up.
Could have just left him on the side, to be fair, but then he would have been hitting the ballista in the back anyway. So, okay, each stand with a clear shot fires a number of shots equal to X in the barrage of the thing. So, does this just count as...
I don't know if it counts as, like, its own unit counts as obscuring. Shall we roll for it? 1, 2, 3, your own counts. 4, 5, 6, it doesn't?
That sounds good to me. Have you got 1 dice prepped? Yeah, you do that, because I've got 10 prepped.
3?
Does not.
I thought 1, 2, 1... What was it?
1, 2, 3 is...
It counts as obscuring.
Counts as obscuring, yes, sorry.
I could re-roll if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll roll 10 shots, I need 2s.
Okay. Ooh. Bit of lag there.
That was a lot of ones.
Ooh.
That was 6 hits.
Very nice.
Armor piercing 2.
So I've got the shield, which would bring me up to 4. So I've got defense of 2 still.
That's pretty good.
And that's 6 shots, defense of 2. 3 wounds. Saves. They have 4 wounds each, so no one dies.
No,
but
just
I
about.
do need a heart monitor. Here we go. So the way it works in this is rather than allocating wounds to models, you allocate wounds to the regiment, and when they reach enough to take off a model, that's when you do it. So it's currently at 3, 1 more wound, and one of these knights will die. My one next, so it is me crossbows. How far away are you? 13 inches. I think I'm going to shoot you. So I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Prepare?
I don't think it is, but that's what I'm calling it. It's like Inspire, but it's for range.
Yeah.
But if you move forwards by 4 inches...
I do not want to move forward.
Double number of shots, which might be more effective
Take
than
aim. Nope, I do not want to move forward, and there is a very specific reason why I do not want to move forward. So I'm going to take aim, which increases my volley by 1, increasing it to 3. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. At 3s. And I'm shooting at the Drake. So 2 hits, armor piercing 1.
Okay, I think my Drake has defense of 3. He does.
You also have evasion, but your evasion is the same as your defense with the -1.
It is.
So 1 wound.
1 wound.
He has 10 wounds.
Does.
Jeez. Okay. That's my turn done. My card. Do you have any more?
No, I'm out.
Oh, okay. So, my next one. And now that you have, nothing else, I don't mind telling you why I didn't want to move.
The 1 unit and the 3 units on the enemy team.
Yeah.
In their enemy zone.
So, this is the Forging a Legend. At the end of the turn, as I have 1 in his and he has 3, then I will get a thing. But for that, I'll get a victory point. But for that, it means I can only have 1 of my units in his at the end of the turn. So if I'd moved over the middle line with my crossbows, these guys are no longer legendary. So my next is me Household Guard. So I'm going to move forward 2 inches. And then 1, 2, 3. No, 2 inches. And then move the last one forwards. So that's their 5. And then 1 rotation. And forward 4. That's not quite in it, is it?
I think that counts. There's 2 dudes in there, definitely, isn't there? If you trace the line, there is 2 people, so I would count that as half a base. Yeah, because you've got to draw the sideline somewhere, and if it's going to be directly down the middle, it's
I suppose
quite hard to end up with exactly half a base in there. So I think 2 people is enough of the stand.
Okay.
I mean, I would want it to be called if I had 2 people in the stand.
All right, well, I'll defer to your judgment. So that's their move complete. Next card, because Charlie's got nothing, is me Minotaurums. Oh god, don't lag. So these guys are coming on here. So they have a movement of 5, so they move their full 5 forward, and then they're going to move another 5 forward. I probably could have brought them on from the side. That did not occur to me.
Yeah, see, normally it doesn't occur to me, but this time it did.
Because I used it to decent effect in our last game.
You did.
And my last one is my Noble.
I'm hoping it will enable me to catch up with my heavies when they come next turn.
All of his hard-hitting things are still yet to come on, so although it seems like I'm dominating, he's yet to hit back.
Yeah, but I'm not sure, because you've got, 2 objective?
This will be my second objective, yeah. And now I've...
You'll have 2 more from that 1 on the side.
Yes, true, that will be 2 victory points. So,
if you can just secure 2 more turns, 1 other objective, and I'm not sure I have enough on the ground and can get there quick enough to stop you from holding 2 in 1 turn.
It depends what comes on. If you get... it's possible you could get all of your heavies on in the next turn, and then if you
But I
have
need
your
to
Drake sufficient, if you like charge forward with your Drake, you
yeah,
can grab a load of ground. Oh no, but you can't because I've got my knights forward.
I can't bring them in behind the thing. I have to bring them in here,
Yeah,
along the line, which means I'm not sure I could close the gap on this side to stop you in the next 2 turns getting that. If you push forwards through it, but it's possible that I could hold you up easily.
Yeah, because
it's going to be a slog.
Forgot to say, winning is either the person with the most victory points at the end of 10 turns, or the first person to hit 8, which is why some points are granted in the middle of a turn, and that can tick you over. Whereas forging a legend is at the end of the turn.
Yes.
So that's
done. Let's move on to the next.
So, forging a legend complete.
Yes.
And now we roll for reinforcements.
We do.
And it's turn 4.
First unit would be the Stoneforged, needing a 3 this time.
Yep.
They are just about coming on.
Ooh.
With my wizard, who is going to be heavily required.
Boris Rune Thunder.
Can I smash through your cavalry in 1 turn and get to that objective? Can I? Let's see.
Maybe? They are better on the charge.
Didn't add your 2 for this objective.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. Ding ding.
It's definitely on. When I look at it, I just can't help but think that, yeah, it's on, but I hate that it's on.
Personally, I wouldn't count it. Personally, I reckon the circular line should go through half. Like, it should go in halfway through on one side and come out halfway through on the other. And I would not count that if it was just me. So I'm happy not to count it.
Oh, let's say not counted then.
Okay. What's the reverse of ding? Dung, dung.
Ding and dung.
Alright, so you've got your other 2 on a 3+.
Yes. So I'll just do the Dragon Slayers first. They're on.
Nice.
Saints. Well, now everything's coming on. So
very nice.
You're going to get hit very hard by a hammer, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to it. And 3+ for mine, so Order of the Crimson Tower are coming on, and Steel Legon are not.
Okay.
So they will automatically come on next turn. So I actually have 3 leaders, 3 characters, whereas you only have 2. I've got Noble Lord Caster von Braun. I've got Priory Commander Ketch, who is my warlord, by the way. Who's your warlord? It's the Ray,
my warlord
isn't
is
it?
the old Ray. Yes, so that's Orlick Vakris, sorry.
I saw that, and it's like, what, the dragon? Because in our D&D game is a dragonborn called a Vakris. And I also have Imperial Officer Case leading my legion. So, assemble our decks. Right, I've got 8 cards.
So we're exactly the same.
Yep.
Roll off.
For once, no one will get a plus or minus.
No. I got a 4.
I
You got a 5.
5.
You go first.
Yay!
Okay, I'm guessing your knights are first.
They are.
Come on then, chomp through these boys and kill the rest of me.
I will inspire, which means they get +1 to the clash. And then I will clash with your hold ballistae. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Can I kill them? Only 2 stands are actually in contact, so that means I've got 8 attacks.
But if you do 2 attacks and hit, then you could always make 2 run away. Quite easy.
Yeah.
So really, you only need to get 3 kills out of this.
True. Alright, I will not inspire. Because I don't think we explained this. Each activation allows them to make 2 actions. Usually it's inspire or take aim and then clash. You can't do 2 clashes. But in this case, I'm going to clash and then hopefully charge. Because then I will get a devastating charge off on your Fireforged.
You do actually get 9 attacks because the base that is not in contact provides 1 extra attack as well.
Oh, for support, right.
Yes, so...
Nice one. Alright, so 9 hits on a 2.
2
this is
is
also a really useful thing here.
They are. I like these. At first, I was very skeptical. 3 dead. Right, I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to roll. Sorry, I'm not going to take them off. I'm just going to roll.
I don't have.
Oh, I have defense first, don't I?
Yeah, I don't have any kind of cleave.
No,
it's
so
only
I just
on
have
the
shield.
charge. What's your defense?
2 + 1, 3.
Damn.
I forgot about that. I thought I just died.
Oh, they're all. Oh no, 2 of them are dead.
1 is
Two
dead.
of them are fine. One
2
of them is dead.
Fine. 1 of them is dead. But then I check for a runaway with a resolve
So
2.
I'm not going to wipe them out this turn.
That is unfortunate because I thought you were.
Oof. And I can't use the second one as a clash, I don't believe.
No, you can't. You could withdraw if you wanted. Run away.
That is tempting. No, I think I'm going to... Even if I sacrifice them, it's worth it to stop you from deploying further forward.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon they can hold off the Fireforged.
Mm-hmm.
And if it stops you from like getting the extra further forward deployment with your Drake or whatever, then it's worth sacrificing the Knights. Sorry, guys.
Well, I mean, they're only, 200 points for those Knights? They're actually pretty cheap.
165 for the 3.
Yeah, so they were worth 15 points more than my Ballista.
Wow.
And yet they mashed it. But the Ballista is actually, to be fair, they're pretty
good
units.
Like they're very very, what's the word? Stocky isn't the word. Like they're very defensive for ranged units.
Stocky is the word for that. But I'm going to I'm going to have to rally first. It's just no longer broken.
Is it just automatic?
Yes, it just says, if your regiment uses a combat rally action, the regiment is no longer broken. Remove the broken counter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess some things provide minuses to combat rallies, like terrifying drakes. Alright, so they're now rallied, they're no longer broken, and that takes... Essentially, it reduces their actions by 1 for the turn, so they can't inspire.
It does, yes.
Are you going to withdraw or fight?
I'm going to withdraw, I think. Roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to the highest resolve characteristic in your regiment, the regiment has made a clean withdrawal. Fighting withdrawal. Remove yourself with D6 wounds for each standing contact. Oh, crap. So I might just lose them all. But, I mean, it's 2 attacks. So,
yeah.
vast amount. Thing is, even if I do put my Stoneforged in there...
It's possible you could charge in.
Nah, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Okay. Works for me.
No offense. 3 and a 5, I'm pretty sure they both miss. I think I need 1s. Yes, I did. So they both miss, and it is your go.
Okay. My next card is... Crossbowman.
Ouchies.
Right, now I might move forward. Because it'll double my shots, won't it?
It will, which means you're more likely to hit with 10 shots over 5. 10 shots hitting at 2 is more likely to get more than 5 shooting at 3.
No, 2 of them are still going to be out of half range, so I think I'm better making you come to me.
5.
Oh no, my move is 5, so 1 of them will still be out of half range. 1, and then 4 forwards. Let's just move 3 forwards.
Let's see. I mean, my range is the same as yours.
4, so that's the full 5 inches. They're within half. Only 1 is now within range.
Really? That went strangely.
Yeah.
That didn't... But it was like 23.8 inches.
It's weird the way it calculates it, because it locks it from like the corner sometimes, and depending on the corner, I don't know. It's fine. I'll still volley without taking aim, just loose off shots at the giant beetle dragon. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
Still more shots than 5.
True.
But only at 2s.
But only hitting on 2s. 4 hits.
Hits. You have like EP1, don't you?
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 3. Sorry, saving on 3s. How many attacks were there? 4.
4?
Saving on 2s now.
Yeah, 4.
Ouch, 3 wounds.
Oof. So your beetle dragon is almost half dead.
Almost.
I think I'm getting quite lucky this game. The battlefield domination of securing all of this land has been very helpful.
Yeah, you're definitely not on the back foot right now. Do light units contest?
No.
So I could secure this objective this turn and secure my first.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, okay. It's my go
unless
now.
Unless I get another one of my units up there.
Are men at arms medium?
Men at arms are medium. The only light ones I have are the crossbows and the longbows. Conceivably, they could get in there to contest.
They could. But they could also just get in there to secure.
Yeah.
I think it's probably best that I do get in there too. So I'll pop up to here. Actually, I'll go. No, I will go 8. Because then that's most likely that I'm in. Would you say that's more than 50% of the base? So that's...
Personally, I would say no, but as you gave me... Oh, no, you didn't give me this one.
No, it didn't give me...
I'm not sure, personally. Like I said, I think it should be a case of the line going through the middle.
And coming out the other side. But the thing is, it ends on one side. And
yeah.
Should we physically measure it? Should we have a look?
We can roll for it. That's the always good answer.
It's exactly 1 inch from both sides. Yeah, roll for it. 1, 2, 3, it's in. 4, 5, 6, it's out.
All right. 1, 2, 3, it's in.
Yes. He's out.
Sorry.
Huzzah! It's okay. I can still molest your... No, that's the wrong word. I can still breathe fire all over your people right here. Wow. I got an overcharge, of course, so I will again expend that. So, boop, boop. And that will give me 12 at 2s with AP of 1. Now, hopefully, I don't get 2 again. For goodness sake, 3. That's slightly better.
Well, that's still 1 and a bit dead.
Not as much as I'd hoped for, though.
Into the dead pile. Alright, my next one is my Household Guard, my giant unit. Right. Well, I'm going to be moving forward. Let's go with 4 inches and then pivot. So it's 5 inches. And I'll pivot one more time as my second march, and then I will stop there. So that's my Household Guard done. I really hope I can use them. They're my best unit in this. Apart from, my incredibly expensive valuable knights and my incredibly expensive valuable legion. But, apart from that.
No, not that one. Roots of Stone until its next activation. Okay, so it actually counts until I next activate the unit. What if I cast that spell?
So if you cast that, at the beginning of your thing... No, if you cast that right after they've been activated, and then you activate them late in your next turn, you can basically block a whole load of damage with it.
Yeah. Can you shoot then charge? Because you can blast and charge.
I don't know.
There's so many rules. It doesn't say anything about it can't use it, though.
Then I would say go ahead.
So, I am going to... Obviously, I already know what I'm drawing. I'm drawing my Fire Forge, so that's these boys here. I'm going to shoot you full on, and then I'm going to charge you.
Who's this, sorry?
The Fire Forge. These are the guys on the left.
Right, yeah.
So your horsies.
I see, so you're sacrificing your clash afterwards.
Sacrificing my either a clash or a take aim in order that I can do both, so you can't...
Oh, I see.
Obviously, impacted hits are... Even from that distance, you would get impact hits, which, again, it's a bit strange, but...
Plus, because you have armor piercing with your shots, but not with your clash, this way you can stop me from charging and do maximum damage. That's clever.
Yes.
This is going to
I
hurt.
need 2s, and I got 3. So you take
Ooh.
3 hits at -2.
So I still have 2s.
You do.
Defensive 2. 2 wounds, which means 1 goes to the dead pile.
Horsey goes bye-bye.
And so that goes up to, 6, and then down to 2. Sorry, Horsey. Let's flick him into the dead pile. Bing.
Cool. Right, now I'm going to charge. Obviously, I don't need to roll that. I'm just going to plonk them straight on in there.
Mm-hmm.
3 in the center, and then I get a free inspire, and they stop.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you get impact hits.
No, I don't, because they are medium, and it doesn't say. I don't think infantry get it, do they?
Infantry only get it in special circumstances. They need like a special rule that gives it to them.
Yeah. So they're just it's light that doesn't get it as standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're medium and they're infantry, so it just doesn't.
Like I think some of the Nords do. They're throwing weapons. That's it. Throwing weapons, I think, are the ones that give you impact hits. My next card is me longbows. Right. How does arching fire work? Because I've not used it yet.
And then you basically get an unobscured shot onto the enemy. But if you're over the distance, it's still obscured.
So the idea is it lets you shoot over terrain, but you still need to be close.
The thing is, you wouldn't get the normal +1. From
that too.
Action.
Right, I am going to move. Let's see, they only move 4, so I'm going to move. Oh, hang on. Go back to where you were. Need a better angle on this. Go back to where you were. Stupid bloody longbows. I'll move 4, and then 1, 2, and then 2. 1 more, and then 1. So that's 2 moves I've made. It's just because the fighting is further back than I thought it would be, so moving forward.
I'm sure it'll move up soon.
Your next card.
So, who have I got now? Boris.
Boris.
Is that discarded because his unit was supposed to come out first?
Yes.
Yes. So
it's not discarded, it's just you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So my next one, Men-at-Arms. Right. So I need to get up there and contest if I can. 1, 2. They move 5. Yes.
Yeah.
So 3
more
forwards.
5.
And then 5. Now, half of that base is unequivocally inside.
Mm-hmm. So you win.
So I'm afraid I will be claiming that, unless you get
next turn.
Someone else in there. Oof.
Again, I'm really not sure I can do it. I should have rotated this Drake.
I'm sorry. If you want, we can count it as in. I don't mind.
It's okay, we rolled for it.
I don't want to just...
I mean, if we'd said the other one was in, then it would have been exactly the same way.
I suppose.
So it's...
I suppose so.
It really doesn't make that much difference right now.
I'm going to feel bad. This is going to sound so arrogant. I'm going to feel bad if I demolish you where you have no points.
Yeah, you probably would. And what a great first episode that would be.
Well, it's these knights. Having these knights so far forward has just scuppered your ability to bring in reinforcements.
It's only turn 4, and I've got 3 units on the field. That's also scuppered me completely.
That has also hurt you, yeah. Quite
so heavy. I should not have gone so heavy. I focused really hard on my powerful units because I knew you were bringing these orders, and they're not even on the table, and I've already lost. Well, not quite. We're closing on losing, but oh well.
Yeah.
It's looking one way rather than the other. But
if you can get in and start contesting, and
I can do it. I can.
I believe in you, Charlie. All you have to do is contest my objectives, and I can't get the points. So even if I get all the points this turn, and you contest next turn...
Yes.
Sorry, it's your move.
It's my go. Okay, so these guys...
So they move 5.
Now I can't fire Boris, because I forgot, so...
Come on, bring him up to caster. I want to face off against him.
How far away are you? 20 inches. Okay, that means I can make it pretty quick. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
Okay.
Cool. I can't believe I didn't bloody put him last. Why did I do that?
Time for my knights to come on.
Oh, the deadly Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, can we...
Okay, they're going to come on.
They can come on in line with my...
Yes, they can.
They can come on right as well.
I thought that might be a bit mean.
But they can't charge this turn.
True. Yes, that is a thing we now know. So, in light of that, I'm going to bring them on a bit further back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to charge me. So, their first move... No, select all... that one. Right. So, they're going to come on to there... and then... no, a little bit further. So that's... like 3.5, I don't know. 4, 5, 6. Screw it. It's not going to be their full movement. And then their second one, 1, 2, I think, 3. Move forward like 1, 4. Okay. Your next card.
Hold Thanes, these boys.
So they move 5. So, yeah, they can also... Oh, yeah.
So, I'm just going to mine this over in order that it doesn't get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
So they're running on.
So there's going to be a big conflict over this one next turn. Priory Commander Ketch has nothing to do. Your turn.
Oh, we didn't flip. Flip. I must have put them in the wrong way around.
Yeah, easy mistake to make.
Yeah. So again, discarded.
Yep. And then my last one is Noble Lord Braun. Again, has nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Your last one?
You should put them in the right way. I have Dragon Slayers next.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm so kind of hemmed in this corner, but there's not a lot else I can do on that side. So I think I'm just going to put them down the middle-ish. But we'll put
I
this.
think having a big impassable terrain in the middle sort of just blocked off the centre.
It did. It pushed us down to... There was 2 mini fights going on, really.
Yeah. And because the centre one is worth so little, it's not worth going for.
No, it's not.
So we'll know that for next time.
I think it would have been better if we'd made the centre one worth 2 in this one and the outside one's worth 1. Simply because the centre would be so difficult to capture. But that does slow down the game, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am finished now, so...
All right.
Round up the turn.
So I get 2 victory points for this one, and 2 victory points for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, 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 ding. Score is now 6-0 as we go into turn 5.
Okay, you now get to bring on the last heavy unit for free.
Yep, they come on automatically, and I get my last 2 cards.
I get my +1 on a dice roll.
You do. So let's build our decks. I've got some of these models now. I've got the Imperial Officer and some Steel Legion, because I bought the core box set, so I'm just talking while Charlie's building his deck. I got the core box set, which gives you Spires and 100 Kingdoms, and I am such a slow painter, but I've got my Men-at-Arms are doing well. I'll include a photo of how they're doing in this, but I've also got some of these, and I'm looking forward to them. And I actually asked about how characters work, because in this they get their own stand, and I wasn't sure that's how it works, but apparently it is, because they're thinking of bringing out like retinue models specifically to go in on the same stand as a character.
Ah, that's what the retinues were about. I was like, I have no clue what they're talking about there.
Yeah, retinues are confusing. They're sort of quite a new thing. They're not really in... Well, they're not in the rulebook I have, or the one in this thing yet. But they are hopefully something on the way.
Okay, I'm done.
Right.
Roll off. I have 8 cards. You have 1, I believe.
I have
1, 9,
10.
10.
I got
You
a
rolled
2.
2.
You're
If I
probably
get
going to go first.
I'm going to go first. Damn you for trying to take those first turns away from me all the time. Stoneforged. Right. Let's get down to this.
Okay. You
So,
can probably charge me.
distance is 9.6. If I got 5 on a charge, I could charge you, yes. That means I really have to close it, and I'm not sure that guy, if I charged him, would.
You're a little bit muffled.
Sorry, my hand's in the way. If I charged forwards, I'm not sure that this guy would be able to contest. Because I'm not sure I'd get enough of his base in.
Yeah.
I hit you, so I might do it a different way.
I would recommend moving forward and then seeing if you can charge ending here.
To here, yeah. That will have to do, I think. We'll go forward. Come on, Boris.
Come on,
Forward
Boris.
5. And then we're going to, well, it's a 4.4, but I will roll so I know how many inches I have to play with.
Yep.
I have 3 extra inches to play with.
Always nice.
So I get a free rotation first of all.
Yep.
Then I'm going to charge in there. Now these guys get support, don't they?
They do. They'll get... are they support models?
No,
No.
your guys. Sorry.
Oh, you have relentless blows. Yeah, my guys have support.
Put them in a 4 rank. Why? Why did I not put them in a 4 rank? Oh well. It wouldn't have fitted. That's my excuse. So that is them. They charge, they hit the charge, they are contesting. Although, okay, well, either way, the Stone Forged at the front are contesting because my Rune Thunder
He is... Oh, he is a light.
is light, so I'm not sure he actually contests at
But
all.
yes, the Stoneforged are definitely contesting.
Yes.
So you
Okay.
have a Nemancer Apprentice. What does that do?
It gives them +1 to resolve, and
Bloody hell, they got a resolve of 5!
yes, he now has a resolve.
That is absurd!
And the character has Flurry and Cleave in any duels.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yes,
And
you're good.
you have Relentless Blows, which means when rolling to hit in a clash, any ones count as 2 hits,
They do.
which is pretty powerful.
It is. So come on, bring it on. I want to hit you.
Yeah, this is going to be a big clash, because my Household Guard are probably my strongest non-really strong unit that I've souped up, because they've got the Noble, they've got the Arms Master, which means they have +1 clash.
Mm-hmm.
And because they have the support rule and cleave, it means they things not in contact, like these ones, will provide 2 attacks each instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I went for a nice big unit of those. Okay, my first one are my crossbows. Bet you didn't see that coming.
No, it did not.
I'm going to shoot at the Drake.
Yep, 7 shots even.
Yes, 7
I
shots.
have a feeling that he's going down this time.
I bloody hope so, because he is terrifying.
Nothing. He's 24 shots and hit 5 things.
I'm taking aim, and then I'm firing. So 3s.
That was also
2
terrible.
hits.
2
That
hits.
is awful.
Yeah, it's something about this unit just makes everyone perform terribly around it.
You deserve to die, men. What have you got? You needed 2s, didn't you?
Did.
So you got 2 wounds from that.
Boris's go.
Oh god.
Okay, he is going to cast. And you see, I could cast it on him or on someone and make him nearly invulnerable.
I don't know what happens if you've got a defense of 6.
Well, I assume it caps out at 6, and then you apply any negatives to it. Or maybe 5 is the highest, and there isn't a 6, and you always die if you roll a 6.
Statistics run from 0 to 6. That's all it says. It seems a 6 is an automatic success. So it does look like it caps out at 6. So if I didn't have cleave, it would be an automatic success.
Mm-hmm.
But because I have cleave, it's capped at 6 and it gets reduced down to 5.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it would technically be 7, but 6 is the highest, so that you would bring it down again.
Yeah.
You wouldn't reapply another modifier afterwards to say, "Oh, I
I
added."
don't think so, no.
No, that would definitely be. For anyone watching, that's not how you do it. You apply one modifier to the maximum level, and then you take away the next modifier.
Yeah, it doesn't overfill.
No. Okay, so he is going to cast that on himself.
Okay.
Now I get 6 rolls.
On himself or on his regiment?
On himself. He only gets to choose one target. See, he only has a defense of 2. So he's...
But that implies I'm going to duel him. Otherwise it won't come into effect.
You are going to duel him, aren't you?
Well, not if he's got a really high defense.
But yeah, I don't want to not die. Don't want to die.
So you're going to err on the side of caution.
I'm going to err on the side of caution, because if you take him out, he can't use it again.
Fair.
I got a single 3 on any of these rolls. 3 or less, even. I only got 2 2s, so very nearly didn't cast it. But he's now nice and happy.
Okay, so he has a defense of 4 now.
He does. And then I'm going to shoot you with his magic. So he has a range of 20.
I'm going to put this next to him. Boom.
Yep.
So we remember he has an increased defense.
Barrage of 4. Volley of
Sorry,
3.
what are you doing now?
I'm shooting... Oh, no, hang on. I can't choose a volley action, can I? No, silly. I could do a duel action against you. What's your character's stats? Let's have a look.
It is Noble Lord, Caster von Braun. Attacks 5, Clash of 3, Defense of 3.
Nah.
4 wounds.
I'll hand over to you. I'll end his turn.
Okay.
So all that, and he casts it on his bleeding self.
Order of the Crimson Tower.
Mm-hmm.
How far away from your Thanes am I?
13.6.
I think they have a movement of 8.
You'd need 6 to make the charge from there.
Yeah, I'm not going to manage that. But I'm going to rotate.
But it's okay, because these guys do double charged attacks.
And then move forward.
I hate cavalry.
6. The 100 Kingdoms get a variety of knight orders, and each one is geared for a specific thing. There's one that's murderer in combat, and the Crimson Tower are like murderers on the charge.
So basically these Thanes, even though they are very good, will not exist.
Probably not.
Because you saw what it did to the Ballistae with non-special knights.
Yeah.
So
these ones have Brutal Impact 2 and Unstoppable Charge, which means they get all of their attacks.
Yes, which means you're going to do...
Although it will only be the front 2, won't it? And the back... Because I don't think the back ones get any charge.
Number of charging regiment stands in contact with the charged target. So yes, only those
okay.
in contact.
So it's the number of attacks, isn't it?
Yes, which means you'll get 9? No, 10, because you're leading 6.
My leader has 6, yeah. So it'll be 10 hits. So I always forget. Do you get morale for impact hits?
You do. So I need to first of all take -2 to my Thane, so I'm saving on 1s. No, 2s, sorry, because I have shield. And that's 10 hits, saving on 2s. Oh, wow. Okay, so I managed to save all but 4 of those. I take 4 resolve hits, which are resolve of...
Did you take a -2 on your defense?
I did. It was defense 4, and then it went down to defense 2.
Oh, yeah.
So 6 people in total have been lost.
Yeah, that was on me for not remembering that I had to actually have a line of people charging.
To make it the most effective. But, I mean, considering the whole Thanes are probably the strongest mainstay I have.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have a unit over there with 5 defense.
They're restricted. Actually, no. For Boris, he can take them as mainstay. So
really?
I've taken loads of them. Just lost immediately because I had nothing on the field at all. I was very surprised. The Stoneforged are normally a restricted unit, but for the Rune Thrower man,
the Tempered Sorcerer.
Tempered Sorcerer, that's what he's called. The Tempered Sorcerer can take them as a mainstay unit for some reason. So
yeah, the Conquest, the way it works is a bit like this Force organization chart in Warhammer. You have each leader can take various units. They can take a maximum of 4 regiments. 2 have to be mainstay, which vary by the individual thing. So Priory Commander Ketch, he could only take Order of the Crimson Tower as his mainstay because he is a Priory Commander of the Crimson Tower, which means he also has the Unstoppable Charge and Brutal Impact.
Yes. Okay. So, I've pulled out my...
Why is there a calculator
which is
58008 here? Wow.
Wow! Have you seen it?
I'm going to delete that.
I found a calculator and it was like, what can I do with a Oh, of course. Okay, so this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 5, and then move 1, 2, 3. So he's actually objective. Shoot at your bleeding crossbowman again.
Can you shoot in the side arc?
No, let's shoot. Can you shoot in the side arc? I think you just have to have a line of sight. Although it does say in the rules about some things, because if I can't, then I will definitely undo that. Volley.
Front arc only.
Front arc only, yes. Okay, is there anything in the front arc? No. So I'll go back by 3.
Arguably the men-at-arms were.
A little bit. So that's where he was. I'm just so far away from with everything. Like, none of these units are going to be able to do damage this turn. That can't. That can't. This can only shoot.
If you can contest, then you'll stop me from winning at the end of the turn.
I'm just going to charge those crossbowmen. Screw it.
Because if I have either of these uncontested, I have won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm just going to throw him in there. Which means I'm clashing on 2, because he has a worse clash than his...
oh wow!
Volley.
He does have cleave though.
He does have inspire as well, of course, because he.
Yeah, you get an automatic inspire whenever you charge, which means he gets +1 to his clash.
Mm-hmm.
So on 2s, any of these that hit will kill things.
And again, he sucks ass. Killed 3.
3 wounds. So that's another stand.
But now you have to take morale
into there. Yes, now I take a morale with... Is it a -1 because of Terrifying?
Yes. Terrifying gives you -1.
So they have a resolve of 1. And I took 3 wounds, so... All 3 fail. So there is 1 guy left facing a beetle dragon.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hand it to him. He is brave.
He's pissing himself, Charlie. Look at him. He's like, oh my god, they're all dead. Ah!
I love how their faces are just triangles.
Yeah, the way this guy made the mod, and all credit to him, he's done a great job and everything. He made the mod by painting the models himself, photographing them, and uploading the models like that.
Mm-hmm. So they are dynamically generated by an AI or by a computer program, I think.
But all of these, he has actually painted them himself, and that's credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
he's done a really good job, and I really want him to continue.
Credit where credit's due. He made this free mod with some awesome models from scratch using technology that I have no idea how to use. So yeah, it's just the technology obviously ends up with not so great details on the faces and things, but at a distance they look fine. So,
and I tend not to get in close, largely because we're using proxies.
But
I think the force grown drones. Sorry, we're just derailing a little. The force grown drones that are my household guard look really good. Like with some of them, the colors look a bit janky. Like the knights and stuff, it's a bit hard to make out what's what. But the force grown drones, I think, look really quite striking.
They are big shielded. That's what I think.
Deleted all the other things because we were getting like lag issues for some reason. But I could have shown you the other mods, but that's for another time.
Never mind. You'll go.
My go.
Longbowman.
Right. How... I could just shoot into combat, can I?
You can. If you use arcing fire, then you don't get the obscured, and you would get your normal number of shots. Because you basically shoot really high and land the shots on their heads.
Yep. they're within half range, so my longbowmen are going to shoot your Stoneforged. And probably do absolutely sweet FA because they have a defense of 5. But I've got to try.
Oh, yeah. So this is where you see if you can actually kick me out of the objectives now.
So I have barrage of 1, so I've got 8 shots. I took aim, but that just means I don't get the penalty for shooting into combat or shooting over stuff. So hits on 2s. 1 hit.
Ouch. I have to say, the longbowmen are better in a big unit.
They were a bigger unit, Charlie. Somebody killed them.
I normally take them as 5 stands, though, so...
Yeah, one of my downsides is I always underperform.
Failed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a kill, I guess. I always underperform at shooting. My armies, Charlie can probably attest to this, usually don't have many ranged units in them.
No.
And Charlie's ranged units always seem so good. So I took 2 this time, and the crossbowmen have done well, but the longbowmen...
6 wounds against a big target, yeah.
The longbowman's not impressing so far.
No. The longbowmen were difficult to use, and actually, to be fair, the second game I played them, I was kind of like, yeah, these are not great. But I seem to remember them in the first game being awesome. So that's. I
think it was the increased range that was very good, because they've got like 6 inch longer than the crossbowmen do.
Fireforged.
Okay.
So these guys just have to attack straight into the combat, because...
Yep, but you can inspire.
So they have a clash of 3.
You have 2 bases in contact and 1 in support, because it does diagonally like that.
So that means I get 9 attacks hitting on 3s. But there is no cleave or anything.
4 hits.
4 hits, which means you get your full defense.
Defense of 3 plus the shield equaling 4, so 4 hits on 4s.
That's okay.
1 wound. So everybody survives.
Expected that. You'll go.
Next up are the Household Guard. Right. How does combat reform work?
Roll a dice and might take wounds.
I'm wondering if it's worth reforming so that I've got more guys in contact. It's probably not because of the support rule. Because they contribute 2 attacks each.
Yeah, if you combat reform, the most you could get in... Because the centre of your base, your unit can't move more than a certain distance.
Okay, yeah, it's probably not worth it then.
You'd have to pull everything down. You might be able to get your
Lord
in combat, though. That might be better.
No, I'll stick with this. So they have 4, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Unless he has support.
Oh yeah, we'll do him separately. He's got a different class. Oh no, he actually does have a clash of 3, because my Household Guard normally have 2, plus the 1 for having an Arms Master and a Noble Lord in the unit. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 hits on 3s. I really kitted this unit out.
Did you use your Inspire?
I did. Yes.
So you'll be on 3s or 4s?
I'll be on 4s then, because the 2 normally, plus 1 for the Arms Master, bringing it up to 3, plus 1 for the Inspire, so on 4. 17 hits on 4s. So I'll do 9, then 8. 1, 2, 3...
Sorry, the Arms Master, does he add it to Clash, or does he add it to Duel? Because for me...
Clash.
My guys only... But is it Clash during a duel, or is it during
Let me
combat?
double check. I'm fairly sure.
For just duels.
Arms Master. While both an Arms Master and a Noble are alive in the regiment, the Clash characteristic of the regiment is increased by 1.
Yep, okay.
So it's everyone in the regiment gets plus 1.
Okay, so how many did you roll, sorry?
So 17, so I rolled 9 of them.
And
it's on 4s, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now this is landing on guys who are defense 5.
Cleave 1.
So defense 4.
Okay.
How many attacks was it, sorry? How many hits?
13.
13.
On 4s.
Mm-hmm.
This is a powerhouse battle.
Wow, okay, 6 guys.
No, 4 guys.
6 guys.
Oh, sorry. You rolled so many dice, I didn't see the 2 6s at the bottom. Oof.
Yeah.
And your morale, which is also 5.
They have +1 to their morale because of the Minmancer Apprentice.
Okay,
so they auto-pass, I believe.
Yep, you automatically pass then.
Mm-hmm.
I assume is how that works.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise.
It can work other way. The Thanes now, so they get 6 attacks, inspired to hit your guys.
Okay.
So I'm clashing on 4 with a cleave of 1. Oops. I get 6 attacks again. Okay. Go. 4 hits. Cleave 1.
They have shield, so discounting the shield, they have defense of 3. So 4 hits on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wow.
4 wounds. That's I think that's one of them just dead. Yeah, 4 wounds each. So he gets deaded. Caster von Braun, right. Can I do a duel if I'm not actually in contact with you? Yep. Our regiments just need to be in contact. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even need to be in contact with your regiment. So I challenge you, Fire Wizard, to a duel. Will you accept?
I, Boris Runethunder, will accept.
Good. I'm just going to move him here for the look of it.
For the showdown.
Yes. Your beard is on fire, sir.
That it is.
I intend to set your blood on fire next.
Aye, and I'll nestle my beard in your ass. That was a terrible Scottish accent. A terrible insult as well.
So put a very very unexpected tone on this meeting. Oh, I didn't know you felt that way.
Let's just duel already. Okay, what's my stats as this dude? I get 4 attacks, I think.
I have a clash of 3, plus the 1 for the arms dealer. So, clash of 4, and I've got 5 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So we attack simultaneously. I'll roll mine. So I get 5 hits, sorry.
I get to re-roll any failed attacks, which is, I think, all of them.
What's his clash?
Clash is 2, yep, so I re-roll all of those. So I get 1 hit.
Okay.
5 hits on me, was it?
Yes, I don't have any kind of cleave or anything.
I have cleave 1.
Okay. So...
Defense 4 for me, so I'm going to roll that.
Oh, yeah.
He takes a wound.
Alright, get your heart monitor. So you've got cleave of 1, bringing me down to 2. Which I failed.
Ouch. So we equal the same at the end of that duel.
Yep. We need to make resolve rolls as well.
Ah, we do. Okay.
So my resolve is 3.
My resolve, I think, is 4.
So I succeeded.
Stands in the regiment. That does also include the character, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a resolve of 4 then.
Okay.
And he failed it.
Ooh, that was almost on a 3. Okay, yep, that was my card.
Cool. I'm going to go with my Dragon Slayers. So I'm going to charge into Priory Knights. Not Priory Knights. Priory Commander, the Order of the Crimson Tower.
So you're going to hook round and slam into my flank?
I am, yes. So I'm going to go 4 forwards, and I get a free rotation. Whoops. Probably bring that back a bit. So
Yeah.
top of, what am I on?
Bring back further. Yep. Ooh, a little bit further. A little bit further. Smidge further.
Oh yeah, he's still on.
Yeah, now you're good. Just to check, you've not completed any secondary objectives, have you?
No, not a single
Anything
one.
to give you a single point to make this less one-sided?
Nope.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, I don't know where I could have even got anything.
I'll
Because
be interested to see what your things are after this.
I get to hit now with my hold rally. He gets 6 attacks, clash 4, and the Dragon Slayers are cleave 4. Holy,
Oof.
yeah,
Yeah, you're going to tear through me.
That. Okay, so they get 4 attacks, 5, 6, 7 for the rest. I'll do those first because they seem to be pretty powerful. Needing cleaves of 5 because Inspire. That's all hits with cleave 4. So that's 7 hits.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Did you roll for your hold ray?
Haven't yet. Would you like me to do that before?
7 hits, did you say?
7, yeah.
Then I still have 1 wound left. Go ahead.
Yep. Hold ray hitting on 5 as well. This guy only gets cleave 1, so you will get to save these. 5 hits that time.
Oof. So I've got a defense of 3.
No, shield doesn't count. Side on.
No, so hitting on the side. So he's got cleave 1, you said. So defense of 2.
Defense of 2.
And that's 5?
5.
5 on 2s. Okay, yeah, they're all dead.
That went very quickly.
And my Priory Commander gets to go down fighting, I believe?
He does, yes.
Can he hit either unit?
Against an enemy regiment in base contact, so it does have to be the States, unfortunately.
Okay, so because he is dying, my character gets to go down fighting and he makes all of his attacks against the Thanes.
Mm-hmm.
So he has 6 attacks. Sadly, he's not on the charge, and I didn't get to use my Supremacy ability because I kind of thought they'd last one more turn. So 6 attacks. He has a clash of 3. He makes 1 hit.
Ouch.
No cleave.
No cleave. My guys have defense 3, I think. Yes, with a shield, so hitting 4, he doesn't save. Rolling a resolve as well.
Yep.
Resolve of 3 also fails, so I lose a whole base.
Okay, well. Damn. That was painful.
Now, can I flick your commander in there?
You can. I'll just flick my other guys in there. I'm ready for you. Bring it on. Flick him. Oh, you poor dead git.
Savage on the Warlord.
Yeah. Take you don't have anything that's like, when you kill the Warlord, you get 17 points.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I wish.
Well done, though. Damn. That,
yeah,
I think is my...
so quickly.
Is that my most expensive unit? No, not by a long shot. No, my Household Guard are almost double the price.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they're my second.
It's still expensive unit, yeah.
Yeah, 180 points.
You've got to count
Plus my
cost of the commander as well.
Yeah, with the commander, he's 120, so that brings it up to 305.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So probably quite close to the Household Guard. I'd imagine they're 350 or 60?
345.
Oh, I was so close.
Yeah. Damn. Well, that might see the left side of my army collapsing now. Depends what my Steel Legion do.
Need to get the last unit in.
Alright.
but can I hold on to the territory I've gained on the other side and long enough to...
My men-at-arms. I was expecting you to have killed the crossbowmen at this point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, same. They should have died 2 turns ago when I first breathed fire on them.
Yeah, he's still screaming. I'm in a bit of a bad position here. I can't really do anything because I'm just waiting behind this one guy.
Yeah. I think you can go backwards for 2.
I don't want to step off the point.
Well, you could step back, rotate, and step forward.
I'm just going to wait it out. I'm not going to do anything. They're just going to stand there and watch their comrade die.
There should be like an option. If your regiment only contains 1 or 2 models, you can remove it and charge over it or something.
There is. It's called retreating.
True. My Thane obviously can't do anything, but I will use change the tide, turn the tide on him, and I'll call out my last unit, which is the Ballistae.
I think there's a range limit on turn the tide.
There is, isn't there? Yes. Has to be within 2, 10, or 6, so I can't do that. So it's your go. But you can't guess what my last card is.
Yeah, 12 inches. Alright, my next one is the Household Knights, who I also didn't expect to still be alive at this point.
No, I just haven't got my armor-piercing shots now, have I?
Okay, I'm going to kill the Ballistae.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to inspire and clash with the Ballistae.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to die, Charlie.
I know.
I want them to no longer be living.
I think you broke these, by the way, because the Thanes you charged on this turn, didn't you?
Sorry?
The Thanes have been broken. I forgot to put the thing on.
Did they lose half their bases?
Yeah, they were 3, and you charged them this turn. Did 1 base damage, and then...
Cool.
The crossbows, are also broken.
Oh yeah, they are quite broken. Or are they shattered? No, it just went down from 2 to...
2 to 1. It didn't go down from 3 to 2 this turn.
Okay.
Oh no, a 3 unit can't get shattered. Only a 4.
No, yeah. Which is a problem we encountered when I had like an objective. Break and then shatter a unit. And it's like, but it's only got 3 bases. All of his things have only got 3 bases. I can't break and shatter any of them.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Yeah.
Right now. There's only 1 unit I can still shatter on the field.
Yeah. Huh. That's really awkward. It's an annoying objective, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right, your Ballistae. So, I'm going to inspire and clash. So I've got 2 bases of them still alive. They're both... Oh, God, I just pressed space. Shoots me flying out. Alright, so they're both close enough. So I've got 8 attacks. 8 attacks at 3s. Because 2 plus 1 for the inspire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits. My Ballistae have you got cleave?
No.
They have a defense of 3 then. Which means I save 3 of them, but lose 2, which means they both die.
Yay. I'm going to flick them onto the pile.
Sure.
Yay. Oh, I dislodged my commander.
What a shame. He can be at the bottom of the pile where he belongs.
Bottom of the dead pile.
Okay.
Yep. Your last card.
Ballistae, dead.
Oh no. Let's put him over here.
If only I hadn't revealed that to you so you wouldn't know.
I would have gone for them anyway. It's better to get rid of them because they've got armor-piercing shots.
Well, so do these guys, the Fire Force.
Yeah, but those guys... I'm not going to be able to wipe out in 1 turn. They are going to kill my knights.
Eventually, when they get around to it.
But yeah. That's all of yours, so I've still got 3. Ketch, he's dead. My next one is my Steel Legion. So, I'm going to have to bring these on over here. So I'm going to bring them on there. I can't charge this turn, but I can. I might be able to, depending on how the objectives work, I might win.
Yeah, I think you will, because
It depends how they work. So I'm going to move on to there and then use my second one. Oh, actually, I'm going to move to there and then rotate so I can rotate cleanly. Okay. So, my last card is just Officer Case. So, let's look up how objectives work. Is it by the number of stands?
number of stands. Let's take it to our example in this game. So we currently have how many scoring stands? The Steel Legion are heavy, right?
Yeah.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scoring stands and one contesting stand. I have one scoring stand, which means that you win that objective and you win this one too, because you have 3 scoring stands, 2 contesting stands. I have 2 scoring stands. So these guys contest these guys, and these guys score.
Oh, right. Sorry, I don't know how much of this is going to make sense, and if this is the case, then that's a bit of an anticlimax to the battle. But we are still learning the game, we are still getting used to it. I guess then, when I end my turn...
Which you probably do now, you gain
Yep.
4 victory points.
4 victory points, bringing me up over the 8. And as we go into turn 6, I have 1.
10-0.
That is the most dominating victory we've ever had.
Ever seen. Usually it goes backwards and forwards. It's so much that I'm not even frustrated at all when I normally am losing, which I wasn't bad today. I was kind of like, oh, well, this is going downhill, but it'll turn around in a minute, surely. And then it just kept going downhill and downhill and looking more and more bleak.
I think the thing that did it was your army was very heavy.
Yes.
So your guys came on so late.
Mm-hmm.
And that my knights were able to charge forward in, like, turn 2.
Mm-hmm. I think the 2 defining moments were the early roll on bringing the knights on, and when I wasn't in the battlefield and beforehand decided to only bring 1 light regiment, which was a ranged regiment that couldn't stand up against anything. So I couldn't really touch around with it.
Did I charge with my knights the turn they entered, or did they move up and then...
Up.
No,
they charged.
They moved up and then charged the next turn.
They did, yeah. Because they could only do 16 maximum, and my guys...
Yeah, true.
So there's no way they moved 30 inches in one turn.
Fair.
But it was a good game. You did very well. I mean, you didn't really... You said you got a bit lucky, but I don't think you got lucky. I think that I planned poorly, and even though my rolls actually were quite lucky to bring everything on, all of my units were on by turn 4. But that was too late.
I forgot about... I think it was lucky in that I forgot that charging forward stopped you from deploying further forward.
Yes.
I did it to try and stop your ballistae from shooting, not to deny you the board, and that's what I ended up doing. But even if I didn't have my 2 side objectives, I would have won this turn.
You would have.
My third one was kill your warlord.
Oh, okay.
So... thank you very much for watching. This was a win for the 100 Kingdoms under the command of the now dead Priory Commander Ketch. So, Caster von Braun will be taking control.
Yes, and Orlick Vakris is probably looking at downsizing his realm, I suppose.
I mean, he could probably make a decent retreat. You know, all of his Dragon Slayers are still alive. His Stoneforge could probably disengage, or they might get overwhelmed on the retreat. And his Helldrake's still alive.
The thing is, all my units I have left have defense of 4 or more.
Yeah.
So
they're very tough.
Well, actually, no, that's a lie. The Hellbringer doesn't, and the Thanes don't. But they're barely here, really. They're not really a battlefield presence anymore, with a broken unit of 4 guys and 6 wounded Drake.
Yeah, this is a very difficult game to get your head around because of how devastating a charge can be and stuff like that, and a single round of combat. Like I think it was our first game, I charged a unit of Steel Legion in and wiped out an entire, like, his best unit in 1 turn. Because I charged them in, like, the rear, and they just dominated because they cleaved 2, and that seemed incredible. But now Dragon Slayers have cleaved 4.
I'm taking Dragon Slayers again. I can take them now.
I rather liked the Household Guard with the Arms Master. It made them a very threatening unit.
It did. They were efficient against my Stoneforged. Killing 7 is a good number to kill.
I would have liked to see those two fight longer.
I think it would have been nice to see what happens had we gone further, but it would have probably just kind of, slaughterfest in the middle. Just loads of people dying.
Well, lessons, I guess, are don't have an impassable terrain in the middle of an objective in the middle of the map. It just makes it so that absolutely nobody steps in the middle third of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the next one we do will be slightly larger. It'll be 2,000 points rather than 1,500. They recommend 2,500 for an ordinary game. So we've been playing small games up to now. So, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. Here's the dead pile. Oh, hello. This is available to view as a series if that's what you prefer. The first episode will be linked and in the description and at the end. Leave any comments for how we can improve, rule clarifications, anything like that, or any particular things you want to see. Thank you very much, and like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Charlie.
You're welcome.
And catch you later for more Conquest. Check out Conquest, linked in the description as well. Really good model system, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.